today's video, I'm going to be doing my unboxing and first impressions of the Motorola Razr 2026 edition. Alright everyone, so we have the Motorola Razr 2026 edition right here. This retails for about $799 currently, and if you guys do want to pick it up, I'll leave a link in the description down below. But this device is one of the new flip devices that was released by Motorola last week, and of course they have the Motorola Razr Ultra, they have the Motorola Razr Plus, they have the new Motorola Fold. If you guys want me to check those out, again, let me know in the comment section down below. But with this specific device, for $799, we get the Dimensity 7450X inside of here. We get 8 gigabytes of RAM, we get a 4800 milliamp battery with 15 watt wireless charge and 30 watt wired charge inside of here. We actually have 3 years of operating system updates, which is kind of out of the norm for Motorola, and we have 5 years of security patches as well. For that foldable display, we have a LTPO AMOLED display. It's going to be 120 hertz refresh rate. We have 1B colors on this, Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, and 3000 nits peak brightness. And for the secondary AMOLED display, we of course have 1B colors as well, a 90 hertz refresh rate for that outer display, HDR10 Plus, and 1700 nits peak brightness. We have a 413 ppi on both of those device displays, and this is going to fold out to 6.9 inches. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pop the top off right here. Looks like we have the phone right here. We're going to go ahead and put this to the side and take a look at that in a second. We first and foremost have our USB Type-C to Type-C data cable. We have that SIM ejector tool, and we of course have the legal and safety warranty information and the quick start guide. Alright, so this is the Pantone Hematite color right here. It also comes in 3 different colors. We have Pantone Violet Ice, Pantone Sporting Green, and of course Pantone Bright White. I really do like this color right here. Let's go ahead and see that folding action right here. Beautiful mesh material at the bottom of this device. Of course, we have that Razr logo right here. Obviously iconic. We have the Motorola emblem in the middle right there that has this silver accent all around this phone though. Looks absolutely beautiful. We also have another mesh material right here just below the secondary display on the outside of this device as well. Absolutely stunning looking device in the real world right here. We also of course have these silver accents around the entirety of this device. Absolutely love the way this looks. On the right side of the device, of course, we have the power button. Just above that, we have the volume up and down rocker. And just above that, we have the noise canceling mic. On the top of the device, we have 2 other noise canceling mics. Left side of the device, we have our SIM tray right here, and this is going to be compatible with eSIM. So if you're going out of the country and you need a temporary eSIM, whether you're traveling to Europe or Asia or Africa, you are going to be able to use eSIMs over there because this is an unlocked device. At the bottom of this phone as well, we have 2 more noise canceling mics. We have a USB Type-C port, and of course we have our speaker right here that is actually going to be utilizing the headset as a secondary speaker. So of course we have dual speakers on this device. Feels very nice and premium as well. This is definitely something that is going to feel substantial, especially at $800. It better feel like a nice phone. It's made out of all metal and glass on this. And of course we have the rear facing cameras right here. Our main camera is going to be a 50 megapixel wide angle camera, and our secondary is going to be a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera capable of recording at 4K up to 30 frames per second. We of course have that little LED flash right here, and this is all sitting on the rear display right here. That is going to be a 3.6 inch AMOLED display, as I said before. Let's go ahead and turn this on. This is how that display is going to look. Beautiful crisp looking display right here. I'm going to go ahead and set this up though. This is how it looks when it's folded. Very sexy looking phone right here. I definitely am thinking about moving to this phone or moving to a foldable device in the future because I do kind of miss this form factor of like just closing it. It's kind of cool. And our fingerprint sensor is not going to be on the display. It is actually going to be set up on the side right there of that power button. So another pretty cool thing right there. Definitely like the layout of this, other than putting it on a flimsier display. Not that this display is flimsy at all, because it absolutely isn't. It is very solid, but Definitely love myself a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Alright everyone, so going through the UI right here, this is essentially a stock Android device. Of course, we do have things like Moto Action, so if you want your little twist to capture right there, that is there, or your chop to flashlight, that is essentially going to still be there. So we're going to have our Moto Actions, even though this has a foldable form factor. And again, let's go ahead and take a look at that display right here. Really cool display. Let's go ahead and put on our pin. And as you guys can see, we can see our apps on here. We can go through our email. We can sync our calendar. We can have our weather on here. We can go through our messages on here as well, which is cool. And you can actually text through your messages on there as well. Yeah, full screen, 3.6-inch display right here. Definitely pretty cool. I've even been able to play some video games through this, which is actually pretty cool. And we also have the camera right here if you want a little bit of a more accurate depiction of what you're seeing currently. So pretty cool little thing right there. Again, opening up that display, we get a 6.9-inch display. The thing that I noticed straight away is that this looks extremely sharp. So this LTPO AMOLED panel looks very good. The colors look very good as well. Absolutely love the colors that are on here. And the haptic feedback on this device as well feels very premium, and it absolutely should for $800. Going through the UI, we do have a few bloatware options. We have WhatsApp. We have a few other apps that are pending right there, like Dolby Scan or whatever that is. And Facebook on here as well, that you of course can go ahead and delete. But the base model of this device is 256 gigabytes of internal storage. We have our other Google applications in here as well. And again, we're running Android 16 on this vanilla Android operating system. So this is a very slight skin over it from Motorola. However, you are essentially going to be getting a Google experience with Motorola Actions on here. So definitely really cool looking device so far. This is how Android 16 looks in the user interface on this specific device. So of course, we have Bluetooth right there, or Wi-Fi. We have unplugged right there. We have our flashlight. We have our GIF maker, our battery saver, all that type of stuff on here. So really cool. And we can actually go ahead and customize these as well and take them away from each of these little sections right here. So really nice looking phone right here. I do want to go ahead and take a look at the camera really quick to take a quick photo and see how this looks. We got a can of that DP right here. Let's go ahead and take a photo real quick. Okay, so quick shutter speed right here. Looks good. Looks really nice. Definitely a little more high contrast than a traditional Google phone, but definitely still looks good. I'm going to be going into the camera later on. Cheers. But we'll save that for a separate video. The two things I do want to go ahead and do, though, is check out these speakers and check out a video on this display as well to see how this looks. So as far as these speakers go, they are absolutely nothing special at all. They do have a little bit of tin, honestly, which was very surprising for me to hear. Overall, though, these are definitely passable speakers. I think someone's going to have a good time on this phone still, but they are absolutely nothing special. So yeah, display looks incredibly sharp. You're going to have no viewing angle issues, no issues viewing 4K content on this. Everything is going to look extremely sharp and nice. Yeah, no issues with the display at all. So what do I think about this phone for $800? I think you have a very solid device right here that offers a unique foldable design right here. However, if you have last year's 2025 edition or even 2024 edition, I would say you don't have to upgrade. There's not a crazy difference between this and those other two devices out there. However, if you're a new person that wants to get into a Motorola device and you want a foldable device and you're a Motorola fan in general, I can absolutely recommend this. This is a very elegant looking design, very premium materials have been used on this, and the processor inside of here, the RAM inside of here, the storage inside of here, and of course the displays on both sides of the devices, and the update policy for 5 years of security patches and 3 years of OS updates seems pretty solid overall. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys want me to cover next. Hopefully you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. This has been Stefan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.